Support for Radio Friends comes from OsteoStrong. Improvements in bone density, strength, and power can be achieved by weekly 5-minute no-sweat sessions on their 4-spectrum machines. These isometric robotic machines safely emulate high-impact loading on different parts of the skeletal system, which stimulates activity in bone-building cells. Balance and agility can be improved by 2-minute sessions on vibration plates. Every session is supervised by a trained coach. Learn more on Facebook or call to set up a complimentary wellness assessment and session. Good morning. Welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, December the 3rd. Kristen Eiffert is with us today, and we're going to talk about holiday eating. And Kristen, of course, is with the Missouri Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Welcome, Kristen.
Thank you.
Isn't it hard to believe that we're past Thanksgiving now and going into Christmas time, and this is where we just gobble, gobble, gobble and eat so much?
It is, yes. You know, if you look at just the statistics that we have out there, you know, what would you say the average holiday weight gain would be? Just give you a quiz here.
4 or 5 pounds, maybe?
It's actually less than that. It's only really 1 to 2 pounds.
Really?
So it's not as bad as we think. The unfortunate thing is that we always have this idea that after New Year's or maybe after the Super Bowl, you know, we'll lose that weight. And that's where we have the problem, is that usually that weight gain sticks with us. And so It's just a yearly accumulation. So we think about 50% of our fat gain that we have over the years is due to just that holiday, 1 to 2 pounds, but it's just cumulative.
And then once you gain it, you decide you like it and you're not going to get rid of it.
Well, it's just hard. I mean, it's harder as we age to get rid of that excess. So, you know, I think what I like to think about is just having a balance. You know, food is for nourishing our body. It's also for celebration, enjoyment. And so if we have a balance, you know, then we won't go completely overboard.
You know, I'm 75 years old now, and I can say in my entire life, I have never gone on a diet.
That's great.
I've never
I would love that if that was for most.
Have you gone on a diet?
No.
No, I've never gone on a diet. I've put on a little bit around the waist, I know, but I just try to eat healthy and sensibly.
Right, and that's what we advocate, is just having moderation, filling your plate with lots of fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
And you know, and not feeling guilty about, you know, those special, you know, occasions where we have, you know, something that's really decadent and really is not necessarily, you know, going to be giving our bodies lots of vitamins and minerals and fiber.
But giving our body a lot of calories.
Yeah, but we enjoy those, you know, in moderation and without guilt.
Yeah, and you know, I found that as you grow older, you just can't eat as much as you used to eat when you were younger.
No, that's true. Our metabolism as we age declines.
And you don't want to eat as much.
No, and I think we often in the United States, we kind of overrule our hunger cues. We eat because it's time to eat, or because we've had our appetite whetted by seeing advertisements of food or whatever. Oftentimes it's not because we're actually truly hungry.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we think about when we're trying to think about moderation and especially in maybe some of those indulgent things is to really to be mindful of what you're actually doing. So if you're eating something that is your special, whatever that you always have at Christmas time, take a bite and think about it, enjoy it.
Right.
The first bite's the best one.
Slow down a little bit.
And then it's easier to stop.
If people want more information, what's the website they can go to?
So eatright.org.
Simply go to eatright.org. Remember, you can eat what you want to eat as long as you do it in moderation. It's okay once in a while to splurge, though.
That's right.
All right. Kristen Eiffert, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
And Merry Christmas to you early.
Merry Christmas to you, too. Thanks, Paul.
All right. Now, I want to introduce you to another one of my friends. He hadn't been on for quite a while, Dr. Cb Chastain. Good to have you here.
Hi, Paul.
We're in the Christmas season now. We've gone through Thanksgiving, and you wanted to talk a little bit today about holiday hazards for our pets, and they abound during the holiday season, don't they?
That's true. And there might be greater risks, since we're not supposed to be with family a lot.
Yeah.
We may spend more time with our pets.
Yeah. So what are some of the main risks that we need to be concerned about?
Well, there's three major categories. There's foods and plants and then decorations.
Okay. Let's start with food.
Okay. Food can be due to excess because if the dog or cat gets too much, especially dogs, they can flip their stomach, and it's called gastric torsion. It's very painful and it can be deadly.
If they eat too much at one time,
Right.
they can flip their stomach.
Mm-hmm.
How did you mean if they eat too much and then they're running and get exercise, it happens?
Yeah, or we've had cases where dogs just stand and bark, and when they bark, they'll bounce and they flip their stomach over. It usually happens in dogs that have narrow chests.
So how do you know if your dog is eating too much?
Well, they act like they want to vomit and they can't vomit. That's one of the things.
Okay.
And then
So you want to make sure that you don't overfeed your dog.
yeah,
The other thing is there are certain people foods that are deadly to dogs and cats, and I know chocolate is one.
right. Yes, chocolate, anything with caffeine in it. Caffeine's very similar to the poisonous aspect of chocolate.
Okay. What else?
Macadamia nuts are poisonous to dogs.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Grapes and raisins. Let's see. Anything that is marked as dietary foods may have xylitol in it. And xylitol it's okay with people, but it's
But
not okay with
not with
dogs.
pets.
No.
Okay, let's talk about plants that we have around the house that could be dangerous.
Okay. There's mistletoe, poinsettias. Those are not real dangerous. They cause vomiting, and the dog will act bad, but it's not life-throughening.
What about common house plants like philodendrons or palm leaves that you would have?
No, again, they may throw them up, but they're not life-threatening. The one that I really worry about is lilies in cats.
If you have lilies, you mean like the Easter lilies?
Yes, because it takes so little, and in cats, and it will destroy their kidneys. It's life-threatening.
So if you have Easter lilies in your house and the cat nibbles on the lily petal itself or on the leaves,
Both.
that can be very dangerous to them.
That can be very dangerous. The other ones are just nuisances. That one is life-threatening.
Okay. We're just about out of time, but talk about ornaments real quick.
Yes. If you have a dog under 2 years of age, they're still in the mouthy stage. You got to be really careful about them being around Christmas trees because of the ornaments and also electric cords.
Okay. Yes, I know that. Put a gate around it or else never leave them unattended.
That's right.
For more information, you can go to University Veterinary Teaching Hospital website.
Right. Yes.
Okay. CB, thank you so much. Dr. Cb Chastain, a pleasure having you here. And tell your lovely wife, Joyce, that we said hi.
I will.
All right.
Thanks, Paul.
We're out of time for today. Pepper P, Missouri.edu. Bye-bye.